So this is the part 2 of the video. So right now we are going to test the next. I'm going to input 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 and 10. I'm just confused a little bit, but I'm not. And then we are going to remove 1 in here. So when we get 7, when we get 7, we have to return 7. When we get 10, it has to return a number of 10 also. There's a bit of change in the code. Instead of the size of 199997, the size is 3. Instead of the mult of 10 is instead mult of like this number, I change it to 10 because I will get the remainder is only either 0, 1 or 2. So for example, when the key is 1, 1 multiplied by 10 is 10, 10 divided by 3 is 3 with the remainder of 1. As well as 2 multiplied by 10 is 20, divided by 3 is 20. No, 6. Yeah, that's 18 with the remainder of 2 and so on and so forth. You calculate it yourself. So let's debug this one. I'm going to skip it until 4 to see what's happening because in the end it just kinda in the previous video. Watch it before coming here. So right now we have the key and the value of 4. I'm going to delete this first. So in here, in our data, we have index remainder of 0, 1, and 2. At the remainder 0, we have key 3, value 3, remainder of 1, key 1, value 1, and remainder of 2 of key 2, value 2. Then we get into the key and value of 4. We go into the remove method in here. I'll go to step into, but I also want to make breakpoint in here. Then in this method, we will hash the 4. Hash 4 is 1 because 4 times 10 is 40. 40 divided by 3 is 13 with the remainder of 1. So that's like the 39 plus 1 is 40. And then we are going to check what is the node. We are going to pull the node from the data of the index H. H is 1. Data from the index H is 1. So we are going to pull the node in here. So this is our node and the next is no. So if we go to the node in here, we have key 1, value 1, and the next is null. Okay, then the next line is our node null? No, it is not. Then we go on. Is the node.key 1, or we can see that in here equal to our key 4 is not equal. Then we go to a loop. How to read this loop? Well, because there is no temporary variable in here, we are going to keep looping until we have the node.next is null. What is our node.next right now? Null. So we go to the else statement. And the for loop, we exit immediately because this condition satisfies. If not, we are going to keep doing next until we get the null, or when the if statement in here. We will go over it when we reach it, but technically, when node.next.key is equal to key, we're going to skip it. That's all this line it's all about. So our node.next is already null right now, so we get out of the loop. And then we right now at the key 4 value 4, we hash it. After we hash it, the remainder is 1. When the remainder is 1, we are going to get that. So right now we will create a new object of the list node that we already have a class previously with the key of 4, value of 4, and the next is the node that we have at the index 1. So we are going to create a new node in here where the key is 4, value is 4, and the next is all the things that we have in here. I'm missing the NE. You want to join us? Sure. Cool. So this will be our node right now. Let's see that. Boop, boom. Yep, the key 4 value 4, the next is key 1 value 1, next is null. That's our node right now. Then at the data of the index 1 or the remainder 1 is the same in here, we will insert that node that we just created. So in here, if the data right now only key and value of 1, after we execute it, it will change to key value 4 with the next of the key 1 value 1. And we are done with the inserting key and value 4. Well, it is, I would say that like 1 is the next to 4. So 4 is the before. 4 is before 1 because of the thing that we have in here. So it's kind of like a queue where it's first in, first out. We will see that later. But like when we get a new number, it will get shifted that way. So the new one will be in here. Let's see that with the number 7. Okay, with the number 7 right now, we want to put the key and value of 7. Let's check that. Do we need to remove the key? Because when we remove the key, we will update the value. So hash of 7 is also 1. What is the data at the index 1? We have the 4 and 1, key value 4, and the next of that, key value 1. That we have with our node right now in here. Then is the node null? No, it's not. What is the node key? Node.key is 4, our key is 7, is not equal. So we go to the else statement. At the else statement, we go to the for loop. In this for loop, we're going to check whether node.next is null. It's not null in here. Okay, it's not null. We're going to check is the node.next.key. Node.next.key is 1. So node.next.key, so that's 1 in here, is equal to our key, is not equal, so it is false. We keep looping. Notice that right now we are at the key and value of 4 with this node. Then after we execute it, it's become 1. So why it exit immediately? Because we are shifting from 4 into 1. The next of 4 is 1, but the next of 1 is null, and it satisfies the condition in here. So we will stop it when the node.next equal to null. So this for statement, once again, I will repeat it. We keep looping as long as the node.next not equal to null, and the increment or decrement or the step changing is the node.next. So that's how you read I read the for loop in here. So we need to remove the key of 7 in here. We hash 7 and 7 hash it, the remainder is 1. And we are going to create a new node where the key is 7, value is 7, and the data at the index 1 or the remainder 1. What do we have in here? So we have in here is the key of 7, value of 7, and the next is all the things that we have in here. So we just put it here. This is our new node right now. And the next line, we will insert that data at the age of 1, index or remainder of 1, become the node that we just created. Got 7, 4, and 1. So this one, I will move it to here. So this will become data of the index 1 in here. And we are done with that line. Let's do that with 10 quickly. Do we need to remove 10? Hash of 10 is 1. What is the data of the index 1? That is like 741. All good in here. Node.key is 7 and our key is 10. It's false. And we are going to loop it. Is our node.next null? No, it is not. So we keep looping. Is our node.next.key is 4 equal to our key? No, so we keep looping. So from the 7 right now, we loop into 4, right? And we check 4 also is not equal, so we keep looping. And then to 1, next of 1 is null, so we out of the loop right now. We don't need to remove anything or skip anything. Then we return to the put method in here. Hash of 10 is 1, and we will create a key node of 10 with the key value of 10. So back to the, I don't know what you call it, here is 1. Same in here, key is 10, value is 10, and the next is all the thing, all the thing that we have in here. So this will be our next, will be our node, and we will insert this node into data of the index age. And see here, one more, this is 7 with all the next here, and then boom, it's become 10, 7, 4, and 1. So that will be the data at the remainder of 1. So let me change that here, move it here. So this is, let me make it circle, yay. Yep, this is the one that we have right now. Cool. So right now, we are going to remove the key of 1. The question is that at the key of 1, which is here, we have 10, 7, 4, and 1. Which one are we going to remove? So the one that we're going to remove is, let's see the code in here. First, we are going to hash the key. Hash of 1 is like 1 times 10 divided by 3. The remainder is 1 because 9 plus 1 is 10. Then we pull the node at the data of the index 1. We have 10, 7, 4, 1. Here 10, 7, 4, and 1 in here. Yes. Then we check whether it is null. It's not null, definitely. We check whether node.key is 10 and equal to our key. It is false, and we are going to loop in here. Notice that the else statement contains the for loop, so we are going to remove the last based on this node. So previously I would say that it is first in, first out. Let's see. The node, we keep looping until the node.next reaches null. So right now node.next is not null, we go loop it. Does the node next.key 7 equal to 1? No, it is not. We return to the loop in here. What is node.next right now? Is not null. So we are from 10, then goes to 7, and keep doing the same from 7 to 4, from 4 into, key is 1, and right now we're at 4. Then when we hit, it will reach this one. Why? After 4, we will have 1. And the node.next.key, no. So we are at 4, and the node.next.key of 4, so 4, node.next.key is 1, it's equal to our 1. So we are going to skip it. Node.next, so this next in here is equal to not next next, not next next. So 1 in here, we skip it, and that's how are we going to remove 1 in here. So I do it one more time. Yeah, I'll do it one more time. Right now our node is 10. Node.next is not null. Okay, and node.next value is 7. 7 is not equal to 1. So we go to the loop. This statement is false because node.next.key is 7 and our key is 1. So we go to the next loop. Right now we are at the node of the key 7. Node.next.key is 4. That's not equal to our key 1. And then we are at 4 right now because we continue the loop. Here, node.next.key is 1. It is equal to our key in here. So when we go to step over, we replace the node.next. What is the node.next? This one that we have in here with the node.next.next, which is null. So this one will become null. That's how are we going to remove, and we replace it. So when we execute it, this one will disappear because it will change into null. So how does it work in here? Is that we delete this and then we just move. No, I'll just write a new one, it's easier. Yep, that's how we did it. And then we return to the loop. Okay, cool. So that's remove the key of 1. So what happened when the key of 1 and the value of 2? Or like 3 or no, key 1 value of 4. Try it yourself with this code. So let's check assert equal when we get a 7. So in get in here, do I want to explain it? It's getting too long. You try it yourself. I think the video end here. Yeah.